Hi guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we are going to talk about resource allocation in your workload management. So let's create a folder over here called w-mgmt saying workload management and get inside the folder under the OPD software. This is a regular activity which we do to maintain the files, YAML files, which we are creating. Now on the other window, I have done a kube get of deploy and pods, and you can see that set for 1 second watch command. Now this command is going to refresh and show us any kind of a pod which is getting created over here. So this is a regular activity which we normally do to verify the pod creation so that we don't have to type a separate command to check it out. Now do remember access the GitHub for your mastering Docker kube, and you can access the page which is called as workload management. Under that, you can go for the first example over here, and within that, you can create this WM1 file. So that's workload management 1 file. So that's basically how I'm gonna do these files. WM1, WM2, like that. I'm gonna keep the file names over here. So create the first file, which is basically a workload management 1 file, which actually we will be talking about in this example. What we will be talking about is we will be talking about resource allocation. And towards we are going to specify where you wants to deploy the pod. Okay, so now you have understood the architecture. You would have found the file which you're gonna input over here. So here, let me just give you a quick heads up. So this is the API servers call, which is basically the API version and the kind, which is pod. And here is the name of this pod which you're creating right now. And then you have the specification, which has the container name, which is Nginx, and the image is going to use, which is Nginx as well. Now here is the resource specification where we want to allot this particular pod created on the worker node 1. So that's specifically we are saying it rather than leaving it to the system to auto determine which server it's going to choose for hosting this pod. So here we are specifying the server name as in the node name, and we are giving the node name. If you want to have an idea about the node name, you can do kube control, get nodes. So this will give you the node names which is available in your current system. So you have manager, worker 1, worker 2. So I have aligned this to worker 1. So I'll be talking about how to assign it to the manager node itself later point of time in that specific video. And yes, it is possible to assign pods on the manager node as well. But as of now, it is disabled. So we need to enable that feature and then point it to the manager. We'll talk about it later point of time. And in this video, what we will be doing right now is we'll be using kube control. Apply -f wm1.yaml. Now this is going to create a pod, and you can certainly see that the pod is created over here. So here I have to give some more information over here. All right, I've used show labels and -o white, so those things will also be accommodated here. So this is telling me that this particular pod is created on worker 1 node. So this is basically how you can specify where you want to create a pod, like resource allocation, where you want to give this resource allocated to. So that's how you need to specify it. In the next video, we will see some more advanced concepts which we are discussing on architecture. I'll see you in the next video.